Good day, class. So today, we will be discussing about the continuation of our discussion. So natapos na natin yung all about web or the World Wide Web. Now we will be continuing our discussion on the internet. So ano nga ba yung internet or what we call the net? So, an internet or a net is the largest computer network in the world that connects billions of computer users. The word internet comes from combination between interconnection and network. So, network is a collection of computers and devices connected via communication channels and transmission media, allowed to share resources like hardware, software, data, and information. So, generally, nobody owns the internet. So, we had what we call, if you recall our first meeting before, when I asked you about what is IT and what is ICT. Okay. So, IT, those are the information that we need to process, retrieve, use, manage. But ICT naman, it's those mediums that we use in order to communicate. So, we communicate because of the use of internet. So, those information that we use or manage or retrieve, gumagamit tayo ng mga mediums like our computers, our cell phones, and through the use of internet, nagkakaroon tayo ng interconnection. Nagkakaroon tayo ng interconnection from different parts of the world. Nabubuo natin yung communication. So, how the internet works. Later, I'll be uploading a video presentation or a video. Actually, I found that in the YouTube. And then, the explanation on how the internet works is really nice. So, may intindihan nyo talaga how data or how those data has been converted into a binary number, then travel to those cables papunta sa ating servers. So, ano nga ba yun yung mga laman ng mga servers natin? So, nakalagay din doon. So, how the internet works. So, from this image shown on the screen, so, halimbawa, you're the client. So, you use your laptop or your desktop. Nag-request ka halimbawa kay browser, anything that you want to search on the web. So, upon sending your request, so through the use of HTTP request, it will go to the server. And from the server, i-check niya ngayon doon if your request is nandun or wala. Pag meron siyang na-search or may mga keywords similar to the search that you want, ibabalik niya ngayon kay client into a client view. Ibig sabihin, client view in a sense that naging image na siya or naging text-based na siya. Because, if a client is requesting something on the web, whatever you request, it is converted into a binary numbers. If you recall our binary numbers like zeros and ones. So, in every letter that we input, meron siyang katumbas na binary numbers. And those binary numbers will travel to those cables papunta sa server natin. And sa server natin will return whatever request we requested into a binary number pabalik kay computer natin. So, si computer naman na yung magko-convert naman ito in a client view, wherein mag-view muna siya kung ano yung ni-request. For example, you requested a journal. Okay, babalik sa'yo journal. You requested an image din yung babalik sa'yo. You requested a file din yung babalik sa'yo. So, that's how the internet works. So, we had here a brief history of internet. Yan. So, during January 1969, through the use of this Advanced Research Project Agency, they started an experimental computer network. So, yung concept nila, walang server, but equal important participation to every computer in the network. So, nagkakaroon na sila ng network. working. Pero, it is only about LAN basing muna that time. So, even if one or two nodes destroyed, that will now affect the network. So, in 1982, yung word na, the word internet started. So, on the year 1980, nag-start naman yung word na internet. So, in 1986, the first free net created in Case Western Rivers University in 1991. So, the U.S. government allowed business agencies to connect to internet. So, dahil sa U.S. government, sila yung nagbigay ng pahintulot na gamitin na natin yung internet. But if I recall before kung paano gumagana ang internet is that it's all about using or connecting it to our LAN phone. Kung may PLDT ka before, broadband yung unang-una before. So, naka-LAN lang dati. So, pag magko-connect ka, your LAN is connected to a unit or a PC unit, and then dun ka lang makakapag-internet. Yeah. So, there's a difference between how we connect the internet before and how you connect the internet now. So, now all people can connect on the internet and improve their life and work quality. So, the internet supports various aspects in our life. Like, for example, in terms of education, di ba? Sa halip na pupunta kayo sa library, going to the library and searching for whatever you need, you just need to open your phone, click lang kayo, and you could do the searching. So, in terms of, halimbawa naman, is transportation. Dati, if you want to book a flight, you need to go to a certain agency, magpapa-reschedule ka ng book ng flight mo. But now, on the click of the hand, pwede ka na makapag-book ng flight. And even in booking in the hotels, ganun. Dati, you could just call, magpapabook ka ng room mo sa mga hotel, or you will go there in advance. But now, you need just open their website, view their application, mga ganun, or their website. You can view whatever offer they have. You can even view the classification of the rooms, even those prices and available rooms in the certain hotel. So, ganun pinaganda ng internet ang buhay natin. Even in terms of communication, people connect wherever you are in the whole world. Diba? So, nagkakaroon na tayo ng communication. So, it gaps the bridge, kumbaga. That even you had a friend from other parts of the world, you can communicate with them through the use of internet. As long as you are connected to the internet and you had a medium to use, like for example, your phone. So we had Vinton Grazer, Formers. He is an American internet pioneer and is recognized as one of the fathers of the internet because siya yung isa sa mga tumulong para ma-enhance yung internet natin. And yung co-developer niya, which naka-develop naman ng the Transfer Control Protocol or the Internet Protocol. Siya naman si Bob Kahn. So, we had those major components of the internet. Of course, yung server natin. So, a server is a computer program that provides service to another computer program and its users. So, meron tayong tinatawag na application server. So, what is an application? Application is the minimized version of our software. So, all those things that you install in your phone, in your laptops, those are applications. And every time that a developer has created an application, sinisave nila yan doon sa server na para sa mga application. Yan. And then, a simple example of that is our Play Store. Yan. So, may sariling server po ang ating Play Store or ang ating application server ng Play Store. So, all those applications developed by all those developers na para po kay Play Store is nakasave po lahat doon. So, anytime that you want to install Pag-click mo lang kay Play Store mo, makikita mo na lahat dun yung mga application na kailangan mo. Okay. We had what we call also our web server. From the word itself, web. Yan, mga websites natin. Yan. So, our websites are developed using HTML or those programming languages na ginagamit natin para makapag-develop tayo ng mga websites. So, every time that we save those websites, nagsisave din naman siya sa ating server. Yan. So, pag kailangan natin i-visit ang isang website, upon clicking on that, nire-retrieve niya siya doon sa mismong web server natin. Yan. So, we also had what we call the proxy server. So, proxy is a software that acts as intermediary between an endpoint device such as computer and another server from which user is requesting. Halimbawa, you're requesting something sa application server, nagkaroon ng problem in anything, bale, ang magagamit mo dyan is the proxy server. Bale, siya yung magiging intermediary para makapasok ka doon sa server na gusto mong pasukan. Okay. We also had what we call the mail servers. From the word itself, mail. So, most of the time, nakaka-receive tayo ng mga emails, diba? Especially if we subscribe to a lot of newsletters, mga ganyan. So, every time we do that, every time that we receive an emails or we send an emails, may sarili din po siyang server. And we call that one as our mail server. We also had what we call file server. So, it is a computer responsible for central storage and management of data files so that other computer on the same network can access them. So, maganda rin yung file server. Halimbawa, you want to access a simple file or a simple research of a certain person. Since na-upload yung file na yun, all those files will be kept in a file server. We also had what we call the policy server. So, from the word policy itself, diba? Okay, a policy server is a security component of a policy-based network that provides authorization services and facilitates tracking and control of files. So, every time that halimbawa, we download or install a certain application or we visit a certain site, mga ganon, they have their own policies. And those policies are kept in the policy server. That's why pag nagre-register tayo or anything, may lumalabas na mga ganon. So, it's up to you if you're going to agree or not to those certain policy. So, we also had what we call the IP address or for the Internet Protocol. So, these are the numerical label assigned to each device. This provides identity to a network. So, meron po tayong ginagamit doon sa CMD kung paano ma-access ang isang IP address. So, halimbawa, you want to get the IP address of Facebook using CMD. Yan. CMD po kasi yung ginagamit namin. So, para magamit mo siya, you need to go to your CMD and then magta-type ka doon ng mga certain code para ma-open mo yung CMD of that certain agencies. If you're using an Apple, terminal naman po yung ginagamit nila. So, how you do that? Halimbawa, you have your own laptop. So, ganito po yung itsura ng CMD. Yan. Wait lang. Yan. So, ganyan po yung itsura ng CMD natin. So, through that CMD, pwede na nating makita kung ano yung mga mga IP address na available. So, pwede ko rin i-type dyan ang ipconfig all. Yan. So, these are all the IP addresses. Yan, nakalagay naman dyan, oh. Yan. So, this is the IPv4 address, 192.168.100.154. So, ganyan po natin nakikita ang isang IP addressing. So, halimbawa, dati kasi, if you want to search for a certain website, kailangan kabisado mo yung IP address ng isang website. Kasi pag hindi mo alam, hindi mo siya masisearch. And then, let's proceed. Yan. We also had what we call the browser. Yan. A browser is an application program that provides a way to look information on the web. So, marami tayong mga ginagamit na mga browsers like Google Chrome, Safari, Internet Explorer, and OpenMozilla. And then, we also had what we call the domain name. The domain name system came from the internet IP address. Mga IP address natin. Because dati, when we're searching the internet, kailangan alam natin yung IP address. And through the emergence of the domain name system, sa halip lang ilalagay mo dun sa URL mo, dun sa may website is 192.168, mga ganon, is napalitan na siya ng domain name system. So, you can easily access information online through those domain names. Yan. So, meron na tayong .com, .net, .edu, .gov, .ph, .au, .info. So, sa halip lang ilalagay mo is 192.168.blah blah blah, diba, ganon. Since meron na tayong domain name, lalagay mo na lang facebook.com. Yan. So, ito yung mga tawag dito, domain name system na mga legit. So, pag nakakakita kayo ng mga ganito, ibig sabihin, once you visit those sites, those are legit. Pag nakakita kayo ng mga link naman na masyadong mahaba, na blah blah blah, slash blah blah blah, don't click on those sites kasi hindi mo alam kung tama ba or naging legit ba yung site na yon. Malay mo, hackers are there waiting for you to click on it. Clickbait, kumbaga. Yan. So, we also had what we call our internet service provider. So, it is an organization that provides services for accessing, using, or participating in the internet. So, meron tayong dalawang klase ng internet service provider. We had the national ISP and the regional ISP. National, it provided internet access to a specific geographic area. So, from the word national itself, para sa nation, sa national. And pag region naman, dito lang, halimbawa, region 1, region 2, mga ganon. Region 1, Ilocos Sur, Ilocos area. Yan. So, businesses that provides internet access in cities and towns nationwide, example are Sky Broadband, PLDT, and then Converge. So, there are different uses of the internet. Of course, if you want to look for information, we open our Google Chrome, lagay lang tayo doon ng mga keywords, and then pwede na tayong makapag-search. Schoolworks, jobs, and home purposes. Of course, especially sa homeworks, dahil kayo, mga estudyante kayo, you need to search for your assignments, gumawa ng research. Yes. Okay, searching for a jobs. Anyone that's searching for a jobs, punta lang siya sa jobs.org yata yun or .com, makakapaghanap na siya ng trabaho doon. All those available jobs are also posted online, even in Facebook. In civil service website also, there are a lot of jobs. Home purposes, halimbawa, if you're looking for someone who will fix your house or who will fix your kitchen, mga ganun, or a place where you can buy the need for your house or home, mga pagpapaayos ka or mga appliances and everything. So, through the use of internet, isa-search mo na lang siya, gamitin mo na lang yung phone mo. Makikita mo na doon, ano ba yung mga nag-sales, ng mga nag-sale ngayon, ng mga paninda sa isang certain store. send and receive electronic mail. So, this, very active pa rin naman tong send and receive electronic mail, especially pag kaka-sign up mo lang or sign up mo lang sa isang certain website. So, lahat ng confirmation, it will be sent to our electronic mail. So, especially if you had a Facebook account, napaka-importante na may active na email account yung Facebook mo. Para if certain time na ma-compromise siya or na expire yung cellphone number mo, you could easily retrieve your Facebook account. Huwag kayong gawa ng Facebook account, gawa lang siya sa isang cellphone number. Kasi you don't know pag nag-expire yung cellphone number mo, if you want to halimbawa, na-compromise yung account mo, you want to retrieve your account, but that number is not already existing. So, you still have another option, your electronic mail. Kaya, if you open an email or a Gmail account, make sure na nililinis nyo din to. You delete all those unnecessary files para every time na may ipinapadala si Facebook or coming from the school, malinis yung Gmail natin. Video teleconferencing, like video call and video chat. Yan. So, this is very famous or this is commonly used most of the time ng pandemya. Kasi, through the use of video teleconferencing, the education continues. And then, a video teleconferencing also is very familiar or maybe very famous sa mga employers who wants to interview yung mga gustong mag-apply sa certain agencies nila, or halimbawa, a certain employee wants to apply abroad and then yung amo nila is nasa abroad and they want to do an interview to them. So, sa halip na magsa-travel pa sila sa Philippines to the interview, they could just do that via video teleconferencing. So, we also had what we call the buy and sell product. So, ang very famous yan is si Shopee, si Lazada, online selling, and umuuso na rin ngayon ang ating TikTok. Social networking. Through the use of our social accounts, social networking accounts, like our Facebook, our Twitter, our Instagram, Tumblr, ba't iba yung mga ginagamit natin? May WhatsApp, may Viber, may Telegram, para magkaroon tayo ng communication sa ating mga friends, sa family, sa classmates, sa teacher, yan. And then, pwede tayo makapag-update on what's happening in our lives, pwede din tayo mag-stalk, kung meron tayong mga gusto i-stalk, halimbawa may nagustuhan kang girl, you want to know kung ano yung mga information about that certain person. And through the use of those social networking accounts, madali mo na lang din mahanap yung mga friends mo na hindi mo na nakita ng mahabang panahon. You can do a reunion, mga ganon. You can update, you can upload your images, or you could even do your diary sa social networking. Watch and post videos. So, I also love watching Korean dramas, watching sci-fi movies, or I also do posting videos like tutorials like this. I post it in my YouTube channel. So, some of my videos that I posted is kasi siya rin. Hindi siya naka-public. It is unlisted. So, anyone who had the link on that certain videos can only watch those video tutorials. Games, of course, nauuso yung mga PUBG, ayan, Mobile Legends, okay. And then, meron din mga games ngayon where pwede kang makapag-income ng mga pera. Ayan. Okay, next is take college courses. I'm doing that every night. I took some courses na I need to finish at least 2 hours every night, every day. Kailangan I watch the tutorial, I answer those assessments. So it's all about data analytics in Python. So I do that most of the time kasi I want to upgrade the knowledge that I gained when I was still in undergrad. Kasi through the programming language kasi na lang na ginamit ko is only the until PHP, web development. PHP, jQuery, JSON, and AJAX. And now, nauusa kasi is the data analytics by Python. So, gusto ko namang sumabay sa uso. Ayaw ko na napag-iwanan ng panahon. That's why I take additional courses online every night. Okay. Monitor home while away. So, how people monitor their home while they're away? Through the use of those CCTV cameras. So, meron na tayo mga Wi-Fi enabled na mga cameras ngayon wherein you can view what's happening in your house through the use of that as long as it is connected on the internet. So, open mo lang yung yung cellphone mo and then mag-review mo na kung ano na yung mga kaganapan sa loob ng bahay ninyo. Financial transactions. Okay. Ginagamit natin dito yung GCash most of the time or online banking. Or if we want to invest yan, in a certain platform, ganyan. So, most of the time, I do financial transaction online. I pay bills online. I send allowance of my kids online via mobile banking. I pay those things that I buy in Shopee or in Lazada online through the use of GCash. I invest in that certain application. May certain application kasi ako na nag-i-investan ngayon. I think na-share ko naman na sa inyo yun. Even though you need to invest para magkaroon ka ng transaction. I recharge and then I withdraw money on that. And then, ano ba? Bills, of course, is para, or to monitor what, if may dumating na ba yung sahod namin, online din, ganyan. Okay, download music and videos. Okay, downloading music, there's a lot of application we use in downloading those music and videos. Yan. So, nakakapag-download na rin, madali na rin mag-download ngayon coming from YouTube. Even those pirated movies, kung alam niyo yung paggamit ng mga BitTorrent, kung alam niyo yung site kung saan niyo kukunin yung mga compressed videos, movies na yan. Halimbawa is newly posted pa lang yung movie na yan, newly released, and you want to watch it, kahit na pirated siya, there's a link on that. Nakaw lang nga lang siya, hindi siya legit, pero that's the way kasi, that's the only way for people para mapanood nila or maging updated sila sa mga bagong videos or movies online. Anyway, there's a lot of application nowadays if you want to watch a movies, diba? Nandyan lang siya, nasa tabi-tabi lang yan. Pag-download mo, pag-install mo, pwede ka nang manood. Hindi mo na nga kailangan magbayad eh. Hindi kagaya ng Netflix that you need to pay most of the time. Eh, yun kasi dati kong ginagamit yung Netflix. But now, I didn't use it anymore due to financial problem na rin siguro. Kasi, syempre, lagi mong ginagamit, nag-provide ka lagi ng 150. And sometimes, hindi ko rin naman siya nagagamit. Nasasayang din yung binabayad kong 150. Kasi, yung 150 kasi is only for one user. Kung pwede sana na i-share yung account, okay lang sana. Kaso ang problema, pag share mo naman, since one user lang siya, hindi mo naman na siya magagamit. Hindi kasi kayo pwedeng magsabay. So, we had this internet term and definition. Of course, internet, a global network of thousands of computer networks linked by data lines and wireless system. So, through the use of internet, nagkakaroon tayo ng communication or nag-link yung mga ginagamit natin YouTube para makapag-connect tayo or magkaroon tayo ng communication. So, that's how internet works. Web. Of course, a web, ito yung mga web pages natin that we can view on our web browser using our web browser. Halimbawa, yung Google Chrome, yung Mozilla Firefox, mga ganon. Social media. Okay. Social media are websites and apps that allow people to share comments, photos, and videos. Like, for example, our Facebook, Instagram. Online gaming, of course, a lot of people nowadays, they love online games. So, meron yung online games that you do that only for fun and entertainment. Meron din tayong mga online games to gain money para ginagamit nila para kumita sila. So, it's different purpose why a people play game. Diba? Ako kasi, it's my icebreaker. Pag alam ko na sobrang hectic na or crowded na yung utak ko, I need to relax. Yan, mag-online gaming din ako. Software updates. Yan. Sa mga OS natin, ng mga laptop natin, of course, kailangan din nag-update din sila para nakakasabay din sila kung ano yung mga bago para dun sa system natin. So, it is downloaded via the internet. So, we also had that HTML. Actually, ito dapat yung ituturo ko sa inyo sa final, pero pinalitan nila kasi hindi siya naka-align sa CMO na course description ninyo. So, HTML is the Hypertext Markup Language. It is a coding language used to tell a browser how to place picture, text, multimedia, and links to create a web page. So, ginagamit natin namin ang HTML na mga web developer to create websites. Okay, so yung mga websites na yon, mayroong mga web pages that can be viewed on the browser. URL, of course, are Uniform Resource Locator. It is found in the browser. Yan. So, halimbawa, nag-search ka, kung saan ka naglalagay ng sinesearch mo, doon po yung URL natin. Doon pumapasok or doon natin nilalagay yung URL natin. Halimbawa, you want to go to facebook.com. So, kung saan mo nilagay yung facebook.com, i-relocate na niya yan using our Uniform Resource Identifier, yung URI natin. So, a bit, of course, yung bit, a bit is a single-digit in binary number system-based tool. So, bit is the 1 or the 0. 1, ibig sabihin, it is on, and 0, it is off. So, or 1 is yes, and 0 is no. So, byte generally consists of 8 bits. Yan. So, 1 byte is 8 bits. Upload. So, alam naman na natin how we do the uploading. Anong nangyayari pag nag-upload tayo? Of course, once we upload something, ibig sabihin, we're putting that one in a certain place. Halimbawa, we upload our picture in our computer. We upload something on our social media. So, we're putting that data or those information in a certain place. Download, of course, when we're downloading coming from the internet. Gusto kong i-download to kasi kailangan ko to. When you open a file, you want to save that one to your computer, you need to click the download para ma-save mo siya doon sa computer. Okay, HTTP or the Hypertext Transfer Protocol. This is the data communication standard of web pages. So, when a web page has this prefix, the links, text, and pictures should work correctly in a web browser. Ito yung sinasabi nila that it is the standardized. Pero, meron na rin tayong tinatawag na mas secured, which is the HTTPS. Hypertransfer Protocol Secure. Ibig sabihin, naka-encrypt na. May mga naitago ng, pwede siyang magtago ng mga personal information and password from others. So, much more secure pag nag-HTTPS tayo rather than in HTTP. Router. Yan. So, alam ko yung mga router kayo sa mga bahay ninyo para makakonect tayo sa ating internet service provider. So, whatever medium na ginagamit ninyo sa loob ng bahay para magkaroon or masagap natin yung mga signal natin. So, we call those one as our router. Encryption. Encryption is ginagamit ito especially pagdating sa mga passwords when they want to hide the true view of those, yung totoong password mo. So, tinatago natin siya para hindi siya madaling ma-hack. So, we encrypt those things. So, according to this, it is a mathematical scrambling of data so that it is hidden from eavesdroppers. Sometimes, sa aming mga web developer, gumagawa kami ng form for the username and the password. We need a little bit of code para, halimbawa, is you input a password, your birthday, halimbawa, nilagay mo is 11/11/1985. Yan. Pero, when it's been saved in the database, may dugtong pa yan. Pwedeng dudugtungan yan ng pangalan ng developer, like Jane 11/11/85. Yan. Para pag dinicrypt yan ng mga hackers, ang lalabas lang sa kanila is the Jane 11/11/85. Hindi nila agad mahahack kung hindi nila alam kung ano yung alias na dinugtong mo doon sa password na yun. Or kung naging visible man siya in the eye of another programmer and hindi niya binasa yung code na nandun na naka-indicate na there's additional extension to that password, mahirapan siyang mag-decrypt. Kaya kailangan ini-encrypt para mas maging safe. Webbot. Webbot, ito yung biglang sumasagot sa'yo if you visit a certain site. Meron yan si Globe. Nag-hi ka lang sa kanya, mag-hello na siya, tatanungin niya kung ano yung question mo. So, Webbot is developed according to those keywords. So, pag may question ka sa kanya, nakabase lang din naman yan sa mga keywords. So, halimbawa, may question ka sa kanya na hindi naka-record sa kanya, iba naman tatanungin niya is, hindi niya naiintindihan, mga ganun, or missing, or please type a new question, mga ganun. So, it is a program. Naka-program po ang Webbot natin. Search engine. Yan. Search engine natin, like Google and Yahoo, that lets the World Wide Web browser users search for information on the web by using keyword or phrases. Yan. So, halimbawa, pumunta ka sa URL using https www.google.com. Yan. Nakapasok ka na kay google.com. So, gusto mong mag-search ng research. Yan. So, through the use of the search engine, makakapag-search ka na. Okay. So, I think that concludes the discussion for today. If you had any clarification, comment, suggestion, or may question pa kayo, you could just send me a message to our group chat. And that's it. So, thank you guys and have a nice day.